nice warm December day. So anyways, we're all glad that you're here. Thanks for everybody for being here. We also brought some food tents for you as well. So actually that was just by coincidence, but take advantage of those if you can. So we're very excited about this, not only this corner, but these two streets. These are two very critical roadways in the city of Albuquerque and in Bernalillo County in our state that are so critical to economic development and to our quality of life. And so we have a lot of elected officials that are here today, and these projects like this, they don't happen from even just a few elected officials, and they don't even happen over one term. They happen over many years and multiple elected officials working extremely hard to be able to pull together the money, the finances, the priority, the leadership to get these projects done and working and moving forward. And so what you have here is you have representatives, commissioners, senators. We have people from the state and from the city and the county that have just been working hard for a long time. And this is not just about pulling together money during budget years. This is about sitting in subcommittees and meetings and talking about this project and prioritizing it and just talking about how much we need it. And so it's a lot of work, and everybody who's up here has put a lot of time into it. And so I'm going to mention, everybody who's here right now. Everybody will have an opportunity to be able just to come and talk about this project, and we'll spend some time just talking about it. And then we'll be glad to answer some of your questions about where it's at right now. I'll say a few words about where the project is at right now here too. But we have with us our Madam Chair, Hockman Vigil. She is the state rep from District 15. And she also chairs the Transportation Committee, so a very important committee in Santa Fe, and she's been so incredibly supportive of these projects. Senator Harold Pope is here with us from District 23. New Mexico State Representative Cynthia Borrego, and also the former city councilor for District 5 is here today also for District 17, now represents in the State House. Joy Garrett, District 29. Charlotte Little, District 68. Not sure if our Chief Administrative Officer, Samantha Single, she's new to the city of Albuquerque, and she may come in just a little while. City Councilor Renee Grout is here today. She represents the Fort Hills area, but she was a vote to fund about $15 million of this project, so glad that she's here. Councilor Pena may be showing up here in just a little bit. Councilor Luis Sanchez is here right now. And this is really part of your district, right? In fact, I think this is our
border.
Yeah, this is our border.
Yes.
Yeah, so Councilor Sanchez and I share this, really this border is Paseo right here. And so we have a lot of interest in the growth of this area. Bernalillo County Commissioner Walt Benson is here today as well. And so thanks so much for the commissioner for being here. I think Commissioner Quesada, not here right now, but I think he may be coming, and he's been instrumental in helping us. I just want to mention Jennifer Morrow, who's the Deputy Director for Municipal Development, and then Pat Montoya, who's our Director of Municipal Development. I also want to mention the Mayor, Tim Keller, has been very supportive of this project. He could not be here today, but again, these projects don't happen without the support of our administration, the support of the governor and others that really help to work hard to get these done. So we have a department. The city of Albuquerque has the department that leads the way on these road projects. And we have so many people that work in our department that are just incredible professionals that work really hard. People like Debbie Bauman. And now Debbie Bauman, I'll tell you this, she's the strategic program director for engineering for this project. And she's not able to attend right now because she's actually negotiating the right-of-ways. She's actually making negotiations right now and purchasing the right-of-ways for this project. And so that just shows you how hard that the folks are working in our department, to be able to make this happen. I want to say just a few words about the project, and we'll let some of the other folks just talk and hear just a little bit. So, large project that we've been working on for a lot of years. Some of y'all, if you've been around here for a long, long time, you might remember that this section of Unser Blvd right here did not exist. In fact, Unser Boulevard from Paseo all the way to Paradise Boulevard was just open west side land. There was no road there at all. And so one of the first projects that we did back in 2009 is we built that roadway. And then over the years we built Unser Boulevard, and we put in a bunch of intersections, got rid of some dangerous S-curves and all kinds of things like that. And Cynthia Brego and Joy and all the others, have really had a part in all of that over the years. And now we've really made some big strides to be able to widen these roads, to be able to widen Unser Boulevard, to be able to widen Paradise Boulevard. We have completed the funding for phase 1, which is the widening to 4 lanes of Paseo Boulevard to this intersection, all the way to the where it goes to 4 lanes to the east, and then from Paseo Unser Boulevard all the way to Paradise, that'll be widened to 4 lanes. That's the phase 1. We've already got a big part of phase 2 that's already funded. Phase 2 will continue to widen Paseo to the west side, and then all the way to Unser Boulevard, which is such a critical area of so many people that live in the city of Albuquerque that live in those areas. But at least phase 2 is going to move people in and out of this area and keep people from Rio Rancho and others from going through our neighborhoods and sitting in traffic and causing a lot more pollution. And so even the first phase of this project is going to make a tremendous difference in here. So we're excited about that. I won't talk a lot about the money. All I can tell you is that millions and millions of dollars have been spent already to be able to fund phase 1. And much of it, I can tell you, it came from just so many different sources. I don't think I've seen a group of state representatives and senators that all live in the same area that all agree on something like this and all fight hard for funding for this project. And so from the senator to all the representatives, every one of them during this last legislative session, and then the previous ones too, all just put a tremendous amount of money into completing the funding for this project. And so that's remarkable. The commissioners have all prioritized this project, and so just very grateful for all of that. So right now we're buying the right-of-ways. We have enough money to buy the right-of-ways. We believe that construction will begin on the expanding to the 4 lanes of Unser and Paseo by this time next year. Our department likes to be a little bit more conservative about that, saying the beginning of 2025. I believe that by the end of 2024, about this time next year, that we're going to see construction on these 4 lanes start. And then we're not going to stop. I don't believe you're going to see it stop. I think we're going to see it continue just to get it until it's done, until all 3 phases are done, until there's the roads widen 4 lanes all the way to the end of the developments on the west side, and then all the way down, south along Paradise, about Unser Boulevard. And so we're excited to continue to work hard and to complete it. And so I'm going to let some of the other folks talk for just a little bit. First of all, our Madam Chair, Representative, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you very much, Councilman Lewis, and to all of my colleagues gathered here today. I'm not going to beleaguer the point. I think that all the information that Councilman Lewis gave you was great. I just want to take the opportunity to thank everybody here for being in unity for this project. Major investments in infrastructure are always hard because it's really expensive, but what we have going here is really special in that we have everybody fighting for the same vision. And it's been really great for me in my short tenure as Chair of Transportation to learn about these types of road projects as they're really important for economic development. So I continue to look forward to working with everybody this coming session, and let's get this done. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much. And we're going to give you some of the key points. I didn't cover everything, but Giselle will give you some of the key points that has some of the key data as far as the different parts of the project. But thank you so much, Madam Chair. Next, our Senator for the area, Senator Harold Pope.
Thank you, and appreciate everyone joining us here this morning. This has been a long time coming, but it's a lot of work. And, you know, every day when folks here in this northwest area, in this district, everyone sees from about 4 to about 6:30 p.m., you know, the traffic back up on Paseo. And so for folks out here, this is probably the number one issue that they want to see get done. And I'm just happy to say that all of us got together and understand that and work together to make sure this was a priority. I also want to thank my predecessor, Senator Sandra Rue, and current state rep and former city councilor Cynthia Borrego on the work that they did making this happen. We're still going to need some more time to get this done, but I just think this is a great day and we're moving forward, and just proof of what happens when everyone gets together and all the stakeholders, and we just focus on what we can do to help the community. So I appreciate all the hard work from everyone that we've been able to work with, and we're going to get this done. Thank you.
Thank you to the Senator, and you know, I tell you, every representative is just equally just so passionate about this roadway, and one of them is our state representative Joy Garrett, who represents this area as well too. So, Representative Garrett.
Thank you, and welcome to House District 29, where we're standing right now. I really want to thank all the commuters and businesses that put up with the long waits in traffic every day. A major aspect of the expansion is for our first responders. Everybody who lives out here has had to pull over while our ambulances, our police, our fire engines go through. So in addition to supporting the growing population out here, we're thrilled that we can address the problem so that our health and welfare can really be addressed. So just thank you for all the support we've gotten.
All right, and one of our newer representatives on the west side, and very grateful for her support and everything she's doing for the west side, Representative Little. Thank you.
Good morning. Let me just say it's my pleasure to be here this morning with everyone. I am so happy to have contributed to this project financially during my first legislative session in the state legislature. I've lived in Paradise Hills, actually, House District 68, which is the district I represent, is on the other side of the street here of Paseo del Norte. And I've lived here for 30 years and have seen the tremendous growth of this west side and Rio Rancho. And this road, the completion of Unser, the development of Unser and Paseo del Norte is a goal of everybody standing here, and I'm incredibly grateful to everyone who started these projects. The completion of these projects will reduce the congestion and improve public safety. Again, I appreciate everyone who's began this project, and I'm looking forward to being a part of the team that sees its successful completion and of these incredibly vital roadways. Thank you.
You know, every time that the City Council has had an opportunity to put funds into these roadways on the west side, I don't think I've ever remembered a time where it wasn't a unanimous decision. And the very latest time was $15 million, and all 9 city councilors voted to do that. You know, even though they represent areas all over the city of Albuquerque, they recognize how important this area is, and several of those councilors are here right now. And so, first of all, actually, we're standing in Councilor Luis Sanchez's district, so we'll let Councilor go next.
Thank you, Councilor. First of all, I just want to thank everyone here, all the legislators, senators, representatives, the commissioners. Thank you all for making this happen. You know, every single year we get together and we have our little legislative luncheon or dinner, and we all talk about everything that we need to do. It's so important that we get together and fill the needs of our constituents. So it's very, very important for all of us here that this is happening. Every one of us has to get stuck in these bottlenecks. And you know what? Guess what? We're not going to have bottlenecks in a couple of years. So as long as we work together to get these problems solved, we're gonna have a great west side. So I thank everybody that's here for this great opportunity, and let's keep it going, folks. We're going to need more and more and more to actually clear up all the congestion that we have here on the west side. And I know that every single person here is with us, and we're all standing together to make sure that our west side residents are not wasting their valuable time sitting in traffic. I know when you're going to work, you waste 20 minutes or so in traffic. And when you're coming home, it's even worse, up to 45 minutes just in this small area. So we're going to get that cleaned up for you. So we hope that we continue to push forward and make the west side even better than it has been before. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Councilor Sanchez. And then Councilor Renee Grout is here as well, too. So Councilor, you have to say some words. Okay. You have to talk.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I am most grateful to see so many people come together and work for this important project. I live on the east side of town, but oftentimes I come out here to visit family, and I have a mother that lives in Rio Rancho, and getting out here is difficult. The traffic is bad. I do see a real need for this, and I'm really excited to support it. I'm very excited for the residents that are living out here, and they're going to have a widening road, and I'm just most grateful to see everybody coming together for this. It really warms my heart, and I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Saving one of the best for last. We appreciate the County Commission for just partnering with us in so many ways. And so Commissioner Benson he represents, because of his district is a lot of the east side, but there's this section of the west side that he's so incredibly supportive and works extremely hard to make sure projects like this happen. And so Commissioner Benson.
Thank you, and thank you everybody for being here. I just want to repeat what a lot has already been said, but I love being a part of this. Thank you to the senator, the state representatives, the city councilors, and the county commission has been 100% in support of this, both financially and also in terms of our legislative priorities. This is my district all the way to the west end of the city into the county, and this is a major thoroughfare for our citizens. This is the fastest growing portion of the city. This is where the most development and change has happened over the last 10 years, and this is a long time coming. What this is also going to do is give back to our community in terms of time. Less time that's going to be wasted in traffic, in backups, in bottlenecks, as well as safety. So it's an honor to be here, and on behalf of the entire county commission, I know we had a few commissioners that weren't able to make it, but they've all been in support of this, and it's exciting to see, finally, seeing this come through. And thank you to the City Council especially for really leading the charge with this and bringing the legislators together for the funding, and we look forward to the future progress. Thank you so much.
So continuing to save the best for last, we have one more. Cynthia Brego represents the House District here. Her and I have represented District 5 over the last 2 decades, together and representing and working hard on these roadways. And so I very much appreciate her, and would like State Representative Cynthia Brego to say a few words.
Well, good morning. Crisp day out here. This is a project that's near and dear to my heart. I started it in 2018 when I was councilor. I want to thank Councilor Lewis for bringing us all together out here. I want to thank all of my colleagues in the legislature, the new city councilors, and some of the older city councilors that were there in 2017. Including Councilor Benton, who helped me get money from the tax, the gasoline tax, transportation tax to start the funding for this project. And also some of the former state legislators who helped us fund the design for this project. The design was completed in 2021,
And really our goal out here was to ensure that the people could work on the west side and that we could bring jobs to this area. And we are definitely working in that direction still, and I'm happy to work with Councilor Dan Lewis to ensure, and also Mayor Keller and Commissioner Barbara Baca, to ensure that this project continues to be funded. I funded almost $1 million last year, and I hope to keep funding again this as we go forward into 2024. I'll be asking my colleagues also to put additional funding into this area. The design was completed in 2021, and so we are moving forward, as Councilor Lewis mentioned, into the construction phase. There are 2 phases, essentially. The phase from coming up the escarpment to Unser, and then from Unser to Rainbow. So I'm really excited, and thank you all for joining us.
Thank you. So we've made so much progress on this that's why we wanted to have this time to be able to announce some of these things. We have some just incredible graphic, arts. We have an incredible video that's on the website. I would encourage everyone, the news stations too. I mean, you're welcome to tap into those videos that are on there. There's some excellent video, excellent pictures of the project. You're welcome to use all those. We'll have some time where any of the elected officials can just spend some time answering questions. I think that's probably better than everybody sitting around and maybe one by one like this. And Joe, you buying soup for us?
Anybody, please go help yourselves to some of the delicious soup, including you members of the 4th Estate.
So, Joe Thompson, appreciate everything you do, Joe, and thanks so much. And thanks for the soup. We'll let you guys go first. So you guys got first dibs at the soup. So we appreciate it. We'll make ourselves available to answer any questions that you all have. So did I get, Giselle, did I make sure I got everybody?
You got everybody.
Okay.
Right. Everybody's here. Nobody can
Okay.
be started.
All right. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.